Hello everybody, Dokkan Assets here. Today we are back with another Dokkan Battle News video, and today we actually have the information for the part 2 of the 6th year anniversary. I do apologize that I wasn't able to make a news video last night. I literally only had enough time to data mine all of the assets from last night's data download as well. My neck has been killing me the past couple days to the point where, like, on Saturday I literally couldn't move because it hurt so much. So I do apologize that I wasn't able to get a news video about all this stuff. I won't be covering all that because literally it's all released now and all of you guys should know about it by now. But we do have 6th anniversary part 2. Let's go ahead and get into it. Some of this is stuff that we knew already, but a lot of it is actually new. So I still wanted to cover it, of course. We have login, mission, that type of stuff. By the way, I did want to comment, these particular assets for Goku and Vegeta are not new. I know we took a look at this on my live stream, which if you were in the chat, I'm so sorry that it literally went down. My internet literally just cut out, which was very unfortunate considering we just got rated by J Fanta. Thanks to the homie, by the way, even though it was short-lived. But regardless, we keep on keeping on. This MUI Goku and Blue Evo Vegeta are both from different shots from their SA. Blue Evo is for when he's doing the rapid punches, and this MUI Goku is, I believe, right after he does the flip. So these are not new assets, though they do definitely look like it because they're kind of hard to catch in the actual SA. Now, with these missions here, we do actually know what these missions do. I will leave a link in the description to this Reddit post right here, which we actually had this post for a little while now, but we already have all the missions right here for everything that you will need to know for that. So leave a link to that in the description so you can know what missions you need to do. Of course, we just had these events updated. Of course, we now have LR Master Roshi in the game, as well as the awakenings for the free-to-play units from this event, as well as the awakening for the boy Fizz UI Goku. Actually, just now, funny enough, we just had the EZA for Int UI Goku also go up. Literally went up like as soon as I started recording this video, basically. So definitely go and enjoy that. That's a free 30 stones, and obviously this guy's going to be disgusting. I cannot wait to use him myself. We obviously have the new Infinite Dragon Ball History stages, all but confirming now that we are going to be getting a part 3 of the celebration because they did release the next 4 Gods of Destruction. If you are curious about who they are, right there, Beerus, Champa, and I forget these two guys' names, I'm going to be honest with you. But so that was released as well. A new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage was also released. Let's actually take a look at that on its own page, because I believe we should be able to see that. Now, this is the new God event. Still talking about the same thing. Here we go. No, this is the new stages for this event. This got a pretty big buff, actually, I will say, in terms of, like, added stages. You can see, obviously, there's the medals for Goku, the new Android 17 and 18 support memory, and the medals for those 2 units as well. Here we go. Infinite Dragon Ball History. So, as you can see here, it is the Universe 7 squad repping out here. We did actually just do this on stream before it unfortunately crashed. This event is pretty easy. I was doing it with Universe 6 because on the actual event, there is some missions to clear it with Universe 6 and Universe 11. Universe 6 was pretty easy, but I will tell you, you definitely need to use some items on that last stage with UI Goku and Frieza because they just start hitting disgustingly hard, literally out of nowhere. So definitely be careful if you are going to tackle that event. We do also have this new ANILAZA event here, which I'm glad that the boy did get some representation in the celebration, because I know people were hoping for some kind of ANILAZA thing, and it turns out that the Dokkan Air, yes, I mean technically, the boy Dokkan Air does confirm that this is a co-op campaign versus ANILAZA, which is really cool. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with this sort of thing, this isn't like actually real co-op, like in terms of a game mode. It's just basically we're all working together to complete missions and beat this event a bunch of times to be able to take this man down. So we will be seeing what happens with that to 12th. And as you can see here, but we'll take a look at it on DBZ Space, we do have the top banner coming through. So that is pretty cool. Very, very excited to see what these LRs are. Obviously, they are, hiding this to the best of their ability. Definitely not giving us any hints here. I will be very, very curious to see, though, how this ends up turning out. And as you can see here, we do have another Super Dragonstone sale, which is very interesting. So obviously, from this original date, right, the 29th, you could purchase the Dragonstone 7, as you can see there. But it looks like that on the 15th, they're planning to switch to some other things other than this, apparently. So we will have to see what that means, because this is kind of confusing that it would say that it's until the 4th of March when it is apparently not. I don't know. Kind of confusing wording there, but we'll have to see what becomes of that. I would probably recommend, though, if you do plan on buying the purple stone, I would probably buy it now if you really want it. Nonetheless, though, we do have the reset of the Elder Kai banner as well. We do have the 6th anniversary movie, and then moving on here, we are basically just going back into things that we saw before. There is also about 6 days left on the discounts for these banners. I believe if we take a look at the actual summon page, yes, we can see that the 15th is when this ends, and this banner goes up on the 16th. So the discounts for these two boys are unfortunately not going to overlap with the top banner. Obviously, they do that on purpose because the whole thing is that they want you to, pour all your stones into these banners. And then obviously when the top banner comes out, you're like, oh, well, I need to summon on that too. So it's just Bandai being Bandai with their marketing. Nothing too surprising there, but very exciting to see that the top banner is now, in the, in our sights, as it were. Going to be very excited to see what the ANILAZA event ends up being as well. But yeah, so all the rest of this content above the ANILAZA event and the top banner is currently live right now. The only other things that I have for you guys is, obviously, like I said, last night's data download was actually made into a mega thread already. So if you would like to check that out, definitely go ahead and do that. Of course, linked in the description. Again, I apologize and I did not make a news video on it. But obviously, since I was doing the assets and I was in a lot of pain last night, I was like, yeah, bro, unfortunately, that's all the energy I got in me. So definitely go check that out if you would like. As well, I do have a tiny bit of global news. For one, Bulla and Chi-Chi are now available from the Valentine's Day chocolates, so that is pretty cool. Obviously, Bulla is a insane unit to be on here because she is still a really good support unit. So I would definitely recommend picking her up if you don't have her on your global account. As well on global, by the way. Let me see if I can find it. The boy Dokkan Air did post a thread, funny enough, literally after this video. I'm going to go post the assets from the global data download because, like I said, didn't have the energy for it last night, but thankfully the homie Air has us covered for this video. Nothing too super holy cow, I didn't know this was coming. Obviously TURLES is very exciting. I don't know if people expected him to come like this soon, but of course very exciting. We did anticipate him arriving in global. Of course, makes sense also that global would get these because, well, I mean, they literally just dropped already, and Mass Saiyan's Easy Ava is also live on global. But the probably most important thing here is that global is actually going to be getting a legendary summon ticket for TURLES's banner. So that is pretty interesting, if I do say so myself. I don't remember the last time that we got one of these on global. My mind could just be misremembering, but I genuinely don't remember because I don't think we got one for Jiren. So pretty cool, though, that we are going to be getting one. If you are curious, by the way, when TURLES drops, there is a date for you. He is going to be dropping the 16th, which, funny enough, also seems to be the date that the top banner is coming out. Obviously, we don't know the time of the top banner release, but that is when TURLES's banner is going to go up, or at least when he's going to be added into the game. From DBZ Space here. So very cool stuff. There is also one other thing that I did want to highlight here from the homie Garesh. I will have to scroll back a little bit for it. Let me find it. because I know that he, yeah, we'll just look at the quote retweets because I know that he quote retweeted it right here. So this is a little bit of a timeline for Global. I figured I'd include this because this is obviously some pretty important information. But as you can see, TURLES coming within the next few days, then BoJack close to March 1st, then Saiyan Day on the 18th of March, and then either Pikkon and Janemba or Uncharted Territory in early April. So figured I would just throw that out there. We'll have to see what becomes of the BoJack celebration because obviously on JP that had TURLES. So gonna be very curious to see what they end. Or wait, am I misremembering that right? Or wait, misremembering that right? Hold up, misremembering that incorrectly. Let me double check since we're already here. BoJack is right here, and then no, is Gohan that right after. That's right. That makes sense though. Regardless, BoJack celebration won't have an LR because obviously Global got a Gohan at the same time as JP did. So we'll have to see what they end up doing with that. Maybe a Global first LR. I kind of do doubt it though, but we'll have to see. Global is honestly closer than they ever have been before because literally BoJack and Pikkon and Janemba is all that's left besides TURLES, and we already know that he's coming. So very curious to see what happens to Global. But regardless, that is going to be everything for tonight's news video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts and speculation on what the top banner is going to end up being. And, of course, some thoughts on what this ANILAZA event could be. I assume it's going to be a raid. That's kind of what it seems like. But, yeah, let me know in the comment section below. I'll catch you in the next one. Dokkan Assets out. Peace.